So this is the original Gebirgsjäger bag that I got in the mail yesterday. Yeah, from a friend of a friend. So thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Marcus, for this original Gebirgsjäger bag. I've been looking over it, and I talked to Aaron, who sold me the bag. Like I say, I am no expert on the Gebirgsjäger bag, but I aim and try to get original items. So this is an original item, and there is no factory stamping or the year. Mid-war, mid and late war, they stopped using in some of their marking their gears with factory stamping. They didn't want to mark their items where they were making them. So this is probably 1942, 1943. The leather straps and all the leather work is quite dry, and you can see it has what time has done to the leather. The best I can do is treat it with some grease and oils, maybe even leather dye to get the black again. But I find it quite fascinating. If this is still the original color, I just want to keep it. So just put on the grease, put on the fat, and moisturize the leather, treat it a little bit. Some of the straps are pretty beat up, like these pocket straps, and also on the inside some of them are really fragile. With too much strain it looks like it's gonna come apart. I just have to be careful. The most strain is gonna be on the pocket, on the big cover, on the bag cover, the main compartment. Are the straps where the metal work is. It's a little bit loose and torn around the metal work, so I have to be careful not to tighten it too much. I don't want to come apart, but it can be replaced. But I'm going to try to keep the original on as long as possible. Also, a big thing is the shoulder straps. I have it in full extension, and it's still a little bit short. This hooks out under the belt, but that can be fixed. It can be adjusted, and I can put it closer down. I'm still going to test it and see how far I have to go, how far I can go to have it comfortable on my stomach. I'm fully extended here at the bottom, and it looks a little bit short. It might sit pretty high on my back, but we'll see how that feels. But that's an easy fix, because this comes apart, and this is in 1, 2, and 3 sections. I won't be able to lengthen this one. Well, I could, but then I would have to completely switch out the original. This part original, but what I can do is make a middle or another bottom extension. It doesn't have to be that long, and then it would probably fit better. But the problem with that, the longer I extend the bottom strap, the further the belt hook comes up as well. So I might have to do some adjustments. If this breaks, then this can be replaced. Same with all the leather work. If it comes apart, it's easy to reproduce and put it on. Material, it's kind of rough cotton canvas, but it's a lot lighter and not as dense as my other rucksack. Has a more thicker material, This is more lighter, and you can feel it's a little bit thinner material. But overall, it's in very good shape. As for the fabric, I've been looking all over. There are no tears and holes, and so this has been kept in a good place, and previous owners have taken good care of it to keep it in dry places. So right now, before I try it on, I'm going to put some fat or grease on all the leatherwork. Well, what I'm going to be using is this Chocoline leather dressing. I saw this both on World War II History and Reacting, the Norwegian frontcampers. He's using this one, and also Pencil Soldier 1. And since I got this is the only thing I use on my leatherwork. My boots, belts, all my straps, all leatherwork is quite heavy duty, and it's easy to work with, and I highly recommend this one. Alright, I completed treating all leather items, all leather straps, and it was quite dry, so I might have to use second coat. But I'm gonna let this dry overnight and apply second coating where needed, and just also once in a while put some treatment on it after each use, just to get the leather moist again. But I'm gonna leave this, like I say, I'm gonna leave this overnight then to see how it fits. Well, okay, this broke. As you can see, the leather just way too old to hold this to this amount of load. But this is a blessing in disguise, because now I don't have to make a third extension. Now I just do a new one, both here, and this one here is also pretty beat up, so I'll make new middle section and make it just quite longer for a better fit. Alright, just waiting for the glue to dry, and not tapering the leather. I'm going to make this one a little bit thicker than the original. But yeah, let the glue dry and do some painting and stitching, and that should be done. Pretty simple. And here is the final product, and I painted it in Gebirgsjäger saddle tan. This is quite lighter color than the original, but with treatment and time it will come darker, so I didn't want to start off using too dark, but let it darken more naturally. The remaining leather on the shoulder strap is still, it seems to me, a little bit still vulnerable or fragile. So I'm not sure if I'll be wearing this rucksack on a large and long hikes. Probably I'll get a reproduction, because I don't want to sacrifice the original straps and original bag for more damage in the future. Well, this was my review on a original Gebirgsjäger rucksack, and I hope you enjoyed, and as always, thank you for watching, and take care.